Okay, can you hear me now? Hello, can you...
Can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me now? Hello? It happens. It happens, honestly. Can you hear me now? Hello? It happens. It happens, honestly. Okay, is it audio okay now? Okay, is it audio okay now? Okay, is it
Okay, maybe now you guys can hear me. Okay, maybe now you guys can hear me.
the audio issues, man?
It's echoing so bad. Okay, hang on. Maybe we should stop.
Help me?
Okay, let's try again. Okay, let's try again. I think I figured out what was wrong. This is great. This is awesome.
Is it okay?
I think it's good now.
Hopefully.
Oh, I think it's fixed now. This is great.
Better
Okay, yes. So it turns out I actually had my Twitch open and the tab wasn't muted like it normally is. Okay, to be fair, don't hold that against me. I lost every single bit of my OBS 2 hours before this stream. I had to reset up every single thing. I had to DM my artist who did my overlays, and I was like, "Hey girl, do you have my overlays? I lost them." Oh my god, my chat's like, again? And I'm like, yeah, again.
Did it uninstall or like?
Huh? No, I'm not sure because the thing is I always have a backup of my, sometimes when I update my OBS, I lose my assets, but I have a profile backed up. So usually it like just loads it in, and it didn't work this time at all. Nothing.
Oh.
Hello. Oh my gosh, there's so many people. Hi everybody. I guess we should actually introduce the stream.
Yes. Yes.
So this is okay, so I think we finally figured it out. It only took us 8 minutes.
It's okay. It's literally, I've been in collabs where like we've taken like over an hour while we were live to still set up. So 8 minutes is nothing. It's fine.
Okay, good. I feel really bad, but that's just because I'm a perfectionist. Okay. I don't know, Leah, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to my chat as I get the document ready.
Okay. Hello everybody! Nice to meet you. I am Leah from Generation 1 of Face Connect. It's nice to meet you guys. I'm Leah.
I hope everybody is nice and polite to our guest. Please don't be too silly or goofy. That's our job today.
Absolutely. Only us. You guys have to be extremely serious. This is no laughing matter.
This is extremely serious. I'll have you know, I've dedicated like 4 years of my life to this game. I think I started playing... Okay, so for those of you guys that don't know, we're going to be doing a red flag tier list of the mobile game Twisted Wonderland. Because that's how Leah and I think that's how we... No, actually, that's the second thing we bonded over. I think the first thing we bonded over was Reiji Sakamaki.
Yeah, it was like dial-overs to Twist...
I think I distinctly remember what it was because it was one of those memes on Twitter where it was like, oh, describe yourself in 6 characters, and one of the characters I did was Yui from Dial-Love, and I didn't expect anything, and then she was like, Dial-Love person spotted. And I was like, oh, there's other degenerates out there.
It's like kind of surprising. I don't know, because I've never like interacted with people that like played the game. So like after I became a VTuber, whenever I see other people talk about dial-overs, I'm like, oh, so you have the same mental illness. I see.
Oh yeah, oh I see. Oh, you too are mentally ill. It's okay. You're you're among friends. But yes, so that's that. So for those of you guys that don't know anything about Twisted Wonderland specifically, it's by Disney and Aniplex, and basically all of your resident Disney villains are hot men. Yeah, they're all hot men, and they're all terrible, I think, in their own special ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, so I'm in the, oh yes, even Jafar. Oh, we'll get there. I basically, I got the character cards from the website, like the official Twisted Wonderland website, so you guys can see like a little bit about the character. We can talk about it, and then we'll go ahead and rate them on how much they are a red flag, like if you were to get into a relationship with them, and how much they are a red flag, and how much you probably are a red flag if you like them. Because trust me, there's some very I formulate opinions based on people's favorites. There is a certain breed of mental illness that's associated with each character.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, I think I got it. Cool. Oh, fuck, Leah. Okay, hang on. I think I have a solution. I know what I'm gonna do with you. I know.
Oh god, it's the freaking green screen of hell.
It's the green screen. It's okay. It's okay. I got you. I got you. It's okay. I'll hold you gently in my hands. I'm also gonna crop the hell out of you.
Okay, sounds good.
It's
Please,
okay.
I am at your mercy right now.
Oh, don't say that. Alright, I'm gonna very slowly shrink you down until you're in a very tight box. And I guess so here, can you see my screen? I'm basically gonna be going in order of how the characters are introduced in the game. And
Okay.
yeah, we'll go from there. So the first one is Riddle. What are your thoughts on Riddle, Leah?
Riddle. Okay, how like into this do you want me to get? Right?
I will write essays. I wrote one of my graduate essays on Evangelion. Okay, that was 17
What?
pages of me talking about mental illness and false Christianity. I can go for miles.
Okay. Well, in that case, okay, Riddle, right? I don't think he would be a red flag. I feel like he's like immature, right? That's his whole thing is like immature and sheltered, but he's really well-meaning and really wants the best for the people around him. So I don't feel like it's a red flag so much of like he just needs to like grow up a little bit.
I think he
But like
needs
that
therapy.
can't really be helped, right?
I think he needs therapy because here's the thing. Riddle has Asian child syndrome. He has this he's like a lot of his problems are rooted back to his mom, right? So I think he needs to work past that. I think it would be a red flag if he decided not to work on it. Like in his story, he does like acknowledge his flaws to an extent. Okay, Leah, you are way okay. There you go. Okay, Leah, you're not
I died.
Okay,
I died.
now there's not a. I mean, there's kind of there, but you know what? Well, it's okay. It's okay. We'll work with it.
Yippee!
We're using OBS Ninja, and unfortunately, Leah is a trouble child. You're not like me, who has no green on her character whatsoever.
No,
I'm all red, baby. All red flag.
I should have thought about it when I was designing my model. I was like, completely went over my head, and now I'm like, damn it, why do I have green in my freaking color scheme? It's so troublesome.
Yeah, I like the color green. I like wearing green. I don't like green. I am pink, black and white all the way.
It's the best color scheme.
It really is.
Easily the best.
It really is. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I do think that he has Asian child syndrome, in my opinion. So that does. And I think, like, because he's like, what is he? He's a sophomore, right? Okay, he has a chance. He has a chance to go to therapy. He has a chance to make it better.
He's also got like 2 doctors as parents, right? So like I feel like some of his like red flagness isn't necessarily his fault because like Asian doctor parents, bro.
Yeah, I agree, 100%, 100%. I've experienced a lot of them. But yeah, that's. If you like Riddle, I don't think you're actually a red flag. I think you just sympathize with him if you like him.
Yeah.
Also, you probably like his design and his figure. His figure is really beautiful. It's also really expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, it's so pretty, but like who can afford that, right?
I will have you know that I'm like, okay, we haven't gotten to this character yet, but I found a certain character's figure for like 70 USD in perfect condition, and I'm this close to buying it, but we'll get there.
Oh my god.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. So that's Riddle. He is the head of so he's based off of the Red Queen. If y'all couldn't figure that out. And his whole thing is like he loses his temper like she does in the original Alice in Wonderland movie. That's like where the whole anger thing comes from. So, Akuya, someone chat is like, is it who I think it is? Yeah, it's the same character that I literally did a birthday celebration stream for like 2 years ago.
I think I have a feeling I know who it is.
Oh yeah, he's we'll get there. We'll get there. I have a lot to say about him. I have a lot to say about him. Okay, the next one, Ace. He's I don't know, he's like a troublemaker, I guess. It's like his thing. It's not gonna match perfectly because I'm literally scrolling, like, I have a PDF, alright? It's a PDF. We're scrolling through a PDF. Girl, today has been a day. Today has been a day.
It's okay. It's just time to relax and geek out. You know?
Absolutely, 100%. Okay. Oh fuck, I just realized I didn't even post a going live notification on Twitter. I'm gonna do that while you talk if you want to.
Okay, I got you. So Ace Trappola he is my fourth favorite character in the series. If I had to do like the character sort of thing, he comes in at number 4. I think that there's no red flags about liking this guy. He's not a red flag. Like, he's stupid, freshman, troublemaker. He's enjoying his boyhood youth. And, like, he cares so much about his friends and the people around him and, like, you as a player character to the point that, like, when like you guys are separated and he finds out that like there was trouble, he comes running up to you and is like, "Are you okay?" He drops everything, being with his family over Christmas break, just to come make sure you're okay. Like, even if it's not in a romantic sense, this guy is absolutely your best friend, you know?
I agree. He's definitely got like best friend energy. And hang on one second. I just realized my alerts aren't on here for either, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn them on because I really like to see my alert. I think it's really cute. That's it. That's
New, like,
I just
stuff.
really like staring at myself. What can I say? I do. That's why you become a VTuber, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna reuse the thumbnail that I used to. Guys, I want you to know that if you see my thumbnail, which I'm posting now on twitter.com, I spent like 2 hours making that because I made it on Canva on my phone.
On your phone?
I made it all on my phone, baby.
Oh my god. I would be nothing without Canva.
I know, for real. It's really carried me. I think, like, you know, when I think of Ace, I like his partner more, and his partner's coming up. We'll talk about him next. But that's just because I kind of like his archetype more. I don't think liking Ace is not a red flag. I think it's actually probably more of a green flag.
Yeah, definitely.
I think like he has like good intentions, but he's also like, you know, silly boy who just came to college for the first time, you know? So he's like testing the rules. He does like to get on your nerves. He is somebody that like he's somebody that will push the limits if he knows it's something that like bothers you. That's the whole thing with like Riddle. He likes to push Riddle's buttons.
Yeah, he's very teasing, but not in like a malicious way. It's more of like I don't know how else to describe it other than just like he's a boy.
He is definitely he is the boy of all time. Very boy.
Yeah.
Somebody said very Junpei core. Yes, kind of. Except maybe a little bit more mean than Junpei.
Junpei P3?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're like the same archetype.
Yeah, same archetype. I think he's just a little bit meaner, but that's only because he like literally made Riddle like lose his mind. So
yeah, he turned Riddle into like the exploding baby.
Yeah. Man, I should have put the Inkblot versions on here because I have thoughts about each of the Inkblot versions, but I didn't get that. I didn't get that far. Maybe we can talk about it later if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay, next one, Deuce. This is his partner that I said I really like. He's like former bad boy trying to do better. Also, he loves his mom a lot.
I think he is one of like the top 3 green flags in the entire
Absolutely.
game.
He
Like,
is
the bar is in hell, but he still manages to be one of the best.
He's greener than the color green that I used to chroma key Leah into this stream.
So true. So true.
He's a good boy. Like I don't actually think I know anybody that dislikes him, like straight up. I He's good. He has a singular aim of becoming a respectable mage. He also kind of has got like a Megumin thing going on where he's got like one spell for a whole chapter. And he uses it really comedically.
Oh, freaking! Oh my gosh, I'm the part of the story I'm in. Like, he's not even there, so I completely forgot about his stupid little. I miss that, man. I miss him.
It's fresh in my head because okay, so pain and story. So when I first started, so like I said, I dedicated like 4 years of my life to this game. This is like the gacha game I played almost the most, besides Token Ranbu. We're not going to talk about Token Ranbu right now. Not going to bring up that memory. But so I started obviously on the Japanese app because there was no global version of it. And no, see, actually, someone said, like, oh, does it require money for gacha? Well, yes, but actually, no, because I couldn't spend any money on my Japanese account, and because I just played so much, and I did every event, I got a lot of really good cards. I got, like, every birthday card I wanted, all the special event cards, and then I lost my Japanese account. And so with that, I lost all my special cards. And I actually got really... this happened at the same time I lost my Token Ranbu account, which also had, like... I had a lot of really, really good swords on there, too. I was actually, like, genuinely devastated for, like, 2 weeks. And then for a year, I just refused. I refused to download it again because I got, like, PTSD looking at it. And I was thinking of all that time I spent.
Man.
Why did I lose it? So what happened is the email that I used for my Japanese account went defunct, and I couldn't connect it again. So essentially, it was like free floating. And in theory, the data could be out there, but it wasn't connected to my Apple account because at the time I don't think it had that like Apple connection. I play on an Apple iPhone. So that's why I'm like, it didn't have that connection back then, but you know, it's okay. I restarted. I restarted on global, and I mean, it's okay. It's okay, I guess. We'll get there. We'll get there. I mostly mourn the birthday cards that I got because I really like that. Also, it kind of has like a Fate Go thing, like problem where it's like obviously like the JP app is like miles ahead of the global. So, I want to see the events first. I don't like waiting too much. Hey, if anybody finds my account, you can keep it. It's fine. I've moved on. It's okay. I'll forgive you. I could probably email. I tried. Trust me, I tried. I tried so hard. I was really pathetic, okay? I was begging, crying, screaming. I was really, really wanted my account back. And I'm pretty sure the bigwigs at Apple were like, who the fuck is this girl? Why is this email full of tears?
You're not the only one. Think about all like the Love Live players that lost their account and like were begging Apple support.
Oh my god, my best friend was really, really into Love Live, and so when they announced its closure, they were like they'd done everything. They had like all their favorite girls all maxed out, and then it was it was gone, and now Love Live 2 is out, and you only get it for 3 months. What the fuck is that?
I know!
I'm not even gonna bother downloading it because I can't bear to have it in my hands and then, like, snatched it away from me. Oh, someone said, did you just go into gacha withdrawn? I think it was more like I was mourning all of my progress that was gone. more like than like actually being like withdrawn from gacha. Like I was really sad that because I did work really hard for certain event cards because they're not easy. If you're free to play, it's a grind. It's a grind for sure. So I was mourning my grind. I think it would be like akin to like a higher level fantasy, Final Fantasy 14 person like losing their account. There's
Oh
a lot
yeah,
of
probably.
progress. A lot of progress there. Anyway, Deuce, green flag. If you like him, you're probably really nice, but I might accidentally say something that'll make you cry at some point, and I apologize for that ahead of time. I can't help myself sometimes. Sometimes the jokes just write themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, Trey. Here's the thing. I think it's really funny that like a lot of people in the English sphere don't really like he's not as popular here as he is in Japan. I think that's really funny. He's also got a thing for teeth.
Yeah. I don't know. He's like one of the characters I could write essays about because I don't think that like the English speaking community sees the appeal of like the big brother type.
I love the Big Brother type. I love it so much. Gosh. Oh,
Yeah. I remember like the first time I saw him, I was like, he's kind of ugly. Like I don't think I'll ever care about him. And then after the first chapter of the story, I was like, I think I would kill people for this guy.
I think I would. I think I would join you. We can hold hands and we can step on them together.
I don't want to do that. No.
Not on him, on the others. I think
some of them deserve it, but I don't want to give that to them. I don't know. I don't feel like I want to hit them bricks. You know?
Okay, I agree. We can do that. We can do that. That's okay. That's fine. Wait, but if you do that, there's evidence. Okay, we gotta play it clean if you want to get rid of competition.
I don't think if they were hit with bricks, anyone would care enough to come help them or to like go after the people that killed them. I think they'd see it and be like, damn, that's crazy, and then get on with their lives.
That's true. That's true. Bystander effect. I think I really liked him after I like learned about his like baking and his pastry hobby. There's just something really, really attractive about that. Like, listen. You know, in Kiki's delivery service, Osono's husband, yeah, that energy. They are
the same type, aren't they?
They are. I 100% could see that. 100%. I'm sorry. I draw a lot of Ghibli connections to these twisted characters. I'm sure you saw like my other one. I'll bring it up again later. But yeah, he's actually kind of mostly a green flag.
He's a green flag in that he's supportive and kind, but I think he's an enabler.
Oh, 100%.
So I don't know. It's like I guess I wouldn't say he's a red flag or a green flag. He's like somewhere in the middle.
He's a brown. He's a beige flag.
Yeah. If you like are doing something bad, he's not going to stop you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's kind of a problem too, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, yeah. So I guess context is like he recognizes the stuff that Riddle was doing that was making others like upset, but he wasn't necessarily like he wasn't really confronting him about it, but he wasn't like going either way. He was very, very, yeah, true neutral. He was a true neutral. But he always would say things like, oh, I know Riddle shouldn't be doing this, or I feel bad for him, this and that. But like he didn't do anything, so I think partially out of fear, and partially because he didn't think that like Riddle could handle it. Because in the game, like if somebody I guess goes through like enough mental turmoil, they go into this phase called overblotting. And they become like bosses with very interesting designs. And so I think he wanted to prevent Riddle from overblotting, which is like that's a noble gesture, but I guess at that point he was hindering his growth.
Yeah, it's like Menhera
Menhera
meltdown.
breakdowns, absolutely. Oh my god.
Like, I'll go Menhera mode.
Oh my god, dude, Riddle is a Jedi.
Jedi icon Riddle Rosehearts.
He is. Oh my gosh. Riddle Roseheart and Liz Lisa when?
He's so real for that. Actually, oh my god.
Oh my gosh, 100%.
Yeah, I don't know. Trey's just like okay. This is what like the JP community thinks. This isn't like out of my own mouth, but every year they run this poll for Yume series, and girls in Japan vote on the 100 characters out of any media that's out there. Like, it doesn't have to be an otome game or like media. You know, for girls, it could be like literally the number one person was Geto Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. So it doesn't matter.
I thought it was Rika. I thought it was Rika from the latest Pokemon game.
Oh no, you know, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I know exactly the list you're talking about because I saw Rika, and I was like, yeah, absolutely, 100%. I want to marry her. I want her to put a ring on my finger.
I didn't even know who Rika was until I looked at that poll. But it was like kind of shocking because Trey Clover, like out of every character in Twisted Wonderland, he was one of like the highest rated in the poll. Like out of 100 characters, top 40. Like every girl wants a boyfriend like Trey because he's like not very emotional. He's very doting and caring and like a little overbearing, but nice and easygoing. And he enables you to kill people.
I guess it's like I guess you can highlight a cultural difference there because I guess that is like considered like the more, I guess like ideal husband type, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. What do American girls want?
I'm trying to think of like the most popular Twisted Wonderland character for Americans. Honestly, I think it's Leona, who's coming up soon. I think Leona is one of the most popular ones.
I think so, which is like so different. I mean, on that poll though, I'm pretty sure like the girlies in Japan let us down by letting Fellow Honest become the most popular twist character.
I can't believe that. I can't believe okay, we'll get to him, but I can't believe like fucking Frollo made it on the list.
Like, what? I don't understand any appeal about that guy. I'm sorry.
Fuck that guy. He's like Riddle, but with a stick up his ass even higher. Also, he has gray hair, so he's gonna lose his hair faster. Do you really want a bald part?
I can understand Fellow, right? Like, I get it. Well, maybe I wouldn't vote for it. Like, I can get it. What? Like, what about Rollo, right? Like, you show an ankle and that man's gonna, like, start freaking yelling at you.
No, someone said Oji-san. No, he is not Oji-san. There is an Oji-san on this list, and I will have you know that I am a very proud DILF enjoyer, and I enjoy him. He's also a huge red flag, but we will get to him later. There's a lot of reasons why he's a red flag. All right, we're on Trey. Let's go ahead. We'll go to the next. I don't know. I guess I guess again, like, it does depend like what culture you're going from. But personally, if someone was saying like Trey is their favorite, I'd be like, okay, nice. You probably like baking, and you probably just need a lot of support and enthusiasm for your decisions and your decisions only.
You need an enabler because you're Menhera and have a meltdown every Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Damn, yours are on Tuesday? Lucky.
That was the day that I had blocked out. Sorry.
God damn it. Well, that makes sense why we couldn't collab then. It's okay. Mine are always on Fridays for some. I think it's because the weight of the work week finally crushes down on me, and I sit there and I contemplate everything, and it all comes together. I lose it for a little while, and then I'm like, oh, well, I guess I could just stream.
Yeah.
I could go consume media of my favorite character. Character AI?
character bro, that character AI has like everybody I know is so messed up.
Oh my
the girls
gosh.
in my company, we have like a chat where we just send screenshots of like what we talk about with our character boyfriend.
That was my friends because like, when Resident Evil 4 remake came out, like I fell in very strong love with Leon Kennedy, and I'll have you know Leon Kennedy is one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. He is the man of all time for me right now. So there were so many Leon Kennedy character AIs, and I talked to all of them.
Help me.
Listen. Gorgeous, gorgeous man. Gorgeous, gorgeous biceps. Gorgeous, gorgeous mental instability. Oh my god, he is so damaged beyond repair. No wonder he becomes an alcoholic at like 33.
Wait, does he really? I never finished the game.
Oh, I think I think it's like in 5. In 5, he's like, or maybe he's like 35. I don't know, but he's more of like a DILF, but he's also an alcoholic. But then he gets snapped out of it because, you know, the world's gonna end again, so. Anyway, but my favorite is like RE2 and RE4 Leon. Big fan, big fan. I just want to hold his little messed up head and scrunkle his hair. Anyway, wrong series. I am not going to keep talking about Leon Kennedy. We're going to talk about Cater Diamond.
Cater Diamond. I don't. Okay. I feel like he is a red flag because this guy lies for fun, but like he's got trauma that I don't know.
Okay, but they all have trauma. You can't say that about any of them. Like
okay,
that's the baseline. Every single boy in this game is fucked up one way or another.
You're right. Damn. Okay, I'm still gonna say he's a red flag. I mean, it's hard because I know he's got depth and he's interesting, but the game is like he like Instagram posting.
Yeah, I really hate the localization way that they made him talk too. Like that was really cringy and really gross, and I didn't feel like it accurately like reflected his character almost. Like it almost made it like farcical because in like the Japanese he's a little bit more like I don't know, he doesn't use like as much slang, I think, even like considering the cultural differences.
Yeah, the localization hits this game really hard with a couple of different characters. I don't know. I wrote like a whole essay on Twitter about one of them last night because I was so upset.
Oh, is it about your man, your favorite man? Because I know. Oh, really?
No, it was about the other one.
Oh. I understand entirely. Anyway, I hate the localization version of him. I don't know. I just think also I just think he's really like devious and scheming. And I don't like that. He is a red flag, definitely. If you like him, red flag. Also, you probably like characters that look like Child from Genshin or Sylvain from Fire Emblem Three Houses. You just have a type, okay? And it's like it's mischievous redheads.
Playboy type.
Absolutely, yeah. Playboy, and very, very much not ready for marriage. So don't get your hopes up.
I'm sorry, Cater Diamond. I don't like you.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I never really paid that much attention to him. I found his voice to be a bit annoying. And I didn't really like it in the global version either. Okay, cool. I also didn't think he really had that much of a role. I'm gonna be real, I don't know why he's even in the game. You could have completely done the entire chapter without him, and the outcome would have been exactly the same. He did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
That's my onion, though. Okay.
Yeah, no, I agree entirely.
Okay. I'm glad. I would shake your hand, but we are confined to our 2D bodies, so unfortunately. I should get like the handshake emoji, just like the PNG, and put it between us.
Oh my god. Okay, is this Leona next?
Yes, it's Leona.
Okay. This guy is such a red flag.
He is a huge red flag. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Let's talk about the fact that he's 20 years old as a third year in high school, like, I'm sorry, what is wrong with you? 20 years old, you're still in high school, repeated your third year 2 times. Like, what?
I get it, okay? It's like he has like whatever, that syndrome, or he has like he has what, a what's that complex where you like hate yourself?
Depression?
No, I mean that's included. It's just like a flavor. He just has like he has some kind of self-confidence complex where he like constantly puts himself down because he's like the second born and he's not gonna be the prince, the king of the savannah. Shut the fuck up. It's fine. There's plenty of other younger siblings out there that don't get anything, Leona. It's fine. You're fine. Suck it up.
Yeah. And like, okay, I'm like rolling up my sleeves. I'm so upset. He's so mean to literally everybody out there. There is like this entire chapter with like him just ripping in to Jamil out of nowhere. Jamil's like, let me help you. And he is like, actually, I want you to explode and die and get away from me. And I hate you and you suck.
You know, one thing, so in the game they show Leona's brother, which would be Simba's dad, and then Chica, who is like his nephew, who is Simba, like supposed to be Simba. By the way, this is a whole ass child, and like I get it, they're trying to make him be like Tsun because he's like, I don't really care for my nephew, but also like I do. And I feel like technically, like, I understand, like, this is a josei game and it's supposed to appeal to the woman, but if we're going by his character archetype, he would fucking punt Chica across the field, okay? He does not like that kid. He should not like that kid. He should want to bite him in the jugular, because that kid is the reason why he is not gonna have the throne.
But like, I don't know, why are you beefing with the child, my guy?
Exactly. I'm telling you, he's got some kind of complex, and that makes him want to square up with kids.
Like, I can see why, like, girls like him, but I don't... Okay, I guess, like, the green flags about Leona, right? Like, he really loves women. He respects women.
He does respect... He is a woman respecter. But that's also because the women in his homeland could kick his ass.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, at least he's got that going for him, but, like, you don't get to experience what that's like because, you know, the game just doesn't... I think it's implied he plays a boy, so he's like, you should go explode and die too, and you're like, oh, okay. I'm trying to be nice to you. And he's like...
Someone commented, like, oh, there's nice guys. Yes, so technically, like, some nice guys, like, quote-unquote nice guys, are introduced in the game. Like, yeah, damn it, dropped my phone. Like Chica, yeah, is Simba, and there is a character that is supposed to represent Snow White that comes in. Snow White is a dude. Everybody is a dude except, like, 2 characters that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah.
It's a sausage party.
Yes, true.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, huge red flag. If you like Leona, though, I feel like you probably have a mentality of... Now, do not take any offenses whatsoever. I say this with, like, a pinch of salt, okay? You probably just, like, are a masochist or something. You need to be talked down to. And also, or you feel like you're gonna be the exception, okay? That's not healthy.
You're probably not the exception because this guy hates everybody. So I'm assuming if you like him, you have a thing for being talked down to.
Yeah, humiliation kink. That's your guy right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate this guy. Fuck you, Leona.
I'm sad because I actually really like Scar. I like Scar, the villain, a lot, and I mean I like his design. I would say his design slaps. Okay, I like it. I think his overblock design sucks ass though. I think it's really ugly. It's really gross. I don't like it. I like his normal one though.
Yeah, I think his design is cool. I don't really care for anything that happened in chapter 2. I just feel like the writing wasn't that good.
I think this is one of the rare times where I'd say like that I don't feel like the villain is done justice fully. Like I understand this is a game like marketed specifically for like women to fantasize about, like Jose Muke, I think it's called. Yeah, no, but I don't like it. I just don't feel like it measures up. Because I feel like they could have been more I feel like they could have gone in more with him. He could have been crueler. I think it would have been more accurate.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, next one. Jack. Oh, Jack is a really green. It's a big green flag.
Oh yeah, like one of the we were saying like Deuce is one of the top 3 green flags. Jack is like in the top 3 green flags in this game as well. Literally, he's never done anything wrong.
He's just like standoffish, but he like cares and he will help you. He's like a guard dog, basically.
Yeah.
And he's also really fit.
All he wants to do is work out and collect plants and stay in his own lane.
He very much, he does not go beefing with people. Big fan of Jack. If you like Jack, you like good boys. You probably also want a golden retriever boyfriend, and I don't blame you for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's definitely like a puppy coded. I can see that. He's definitely loyal.
Yeah, someone said gym bro, red flag. I wouldn't say gym bro. He does not actively like go to a gym or like participate in like that kind. He just does his own thing. He values fitness, but he doesn't do it. I don't know. He doesn't have that mentality. If anything, there is another character in here that kind of has a gym bro mentality, which is definitely a big red flag. But we'll get to that later. I'd say he is green flags all around, and if you like him, also Godspeed on getting any merch of this guy. I do feel like he has no merch at all.
Yeah, it's definitely not as popular overseas.
I feel like there's like a good amount for Leona, but there's not really much else for the rest of Savannah Claw, which we'll get into next. Ruggie, who he's based off of the hyenas from the movie. That's apparent. So he's like a kind of what's that class in D&D? He's a street urchin. He was poor, and so he's like very scheming. And he thinks a lot about money. Oh yeah, it says on here, raised in a poor environment, he gets downright shameless when it comes to food. So yeah.
Yeah. He's very like family-oriented guy. Everything he does is for his family.
That's true, yeah. And he is the runt, so he's the youngest. And this is he cleans up a lot. He cleans up after people. That's kind of his thing. Now,
yeah, and if he can like get something out of you, then he will be the most loyal person you've ever met in your entire life. Absolutely. Even if you attempt to kill this guy, he won't leave your side.
That's true. Does he count as a cat boy? Are hyenas cats? Are they felines? Let me look this up. What are hyenas? Oh my god, cat boy? Cat boy alert? So we'd have a dog boy and a cat boy in the same house? Oh, it's 2 dog boys. Wait, I am getting 2 answers. I'm getting dogs and cats. I'm gonna look up what are hyenas. It says feliform carnivorous mammal. God, just tell me dog or cat. I do not have the time to read all this. Feliformia. Okay, cats. Cat-like. It's not even formally cat, it's just cat-like. So
he counts as a cat boy then.
Feliformia is hyenas, mongooses, viverids, and other related taxa, like civets. Cool. He's cat-esque. Cat-flavored.
Cat-esque. Cat-like.
Cat-shaped.
Cat-shaped.
He's cat-shaped. Yeah. But again, to the girlies that like him, Godspeed. Godspeed on figuring out what's wrong with you. And Godspeed on trying to get any merch of this guy.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I also think his laugh is annoying as hell. I don't like his laugh. I get they're trying to go for like the hyena chuckle. It doesn't.
I think it's cute.
It doesn't land for me. But maybe it's because I just am like annoyed with him as a whole in his chapter. But
yeah, he's a troublemaker for sure.
He's like the more annoying version of Ace in terms of like within the house, because this is like within Savannah Claw. I guess he would be like that equivalent, I suppose, but he's not the one that I think that directly causes Leona's overblot, so not fully. Damn, every single one of these characters is taller than me, though. I'm never gonna live that down. It says their heights in centimeters in the bottom, and every single one has been taller than me, and I'm very sad about that. I'm trying to find someone I'm taller than.
Man. I think, like, Riddle's the shortest, right?
Is he? Let's check. Let me check. Aw, damn, he's still taller than me. Fuck.
Man.
Fuck. I'm 152 centimeters. Oh, maybe God. Epel. Maybe I'll be taller than Epel. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Oh, okay, next is my favorite, my man, my wife, my precious, beloved little creature, Azul Ashengrotto.
Did you say he's a red flag?
Oh, 100%. Oh, he is very 100%. Bad. 100%. Oh my god, this man had... Oh, he's terrible. He's like a conniving little businessman. He'll do anything for money. He'll do anything to get the advantage. He also has a huge mommy complex. I love him to death. Oh my god, I have a very, very absurd amount of merch of him. Remember that thing I was talking about, the figure for $70? Yeah, it's this guy. Oh, I love this man. I love him so much. I think he's great. But like all for the wrong reasons, okay? I respect his game. I respect his grind. Okay, he is very hardworking. I will get in that. He is a hustler. But he also can't accept when he's wrong, ever. Like, if you were to get into an argument with this guy, he will gaslight the fuck out of you. And then he'll probably, like, steal your favorite perfume or something later and then tell you that, like, you lost it. And if you want him to buy you more, you have to, like, give up something. His whole thing is, like, is he the Ursula analog? Yeah. So the thing is, like, in this story, a lot of kids will, like, give up parts of them or something of them. He'll like grant wishes and stuff. And so he collects like contracts. And so there is a point in the story where like he does technically he didn't do it fully unfairly. Like it was just kind of underhanded. But the MC, you destroy all of his contracts. Like you escape. Like you distract him and you do it before something bad happens. I think you get under his command. It's been a little while since I played his chapter. And then he like can't accept the fact that you literally destroyed all his contracts, and then he overblots and he becomes, I think, one of the cooler overblot forms in my opinion. But that's just because he's an octopus. Like he's very, very similar to Ursula when he overblots.
He's purple.
He's purple. Yes, that's true. And he's got black tentacle. Oh, he's really toxic. Oh, he's really bad. I would say, for the rest of you guys, you should avoid him. But for me, listen, I've been ride or die with this bad bitch for like 3 years, so. I also really love Ursula, the villain, so I will have you know that I watched The Little Mermaid every day for like 3 months. Of my, like, when I was in, like, elementary school.
Oh my god.
Because, okay, so there's a story, though. Because I was tired of watching it on, like, an older tape or a DVD. So I really wanted, like, the nice HD version of it. And I was like, Mom and Dad, please, I would like to watch my cartoons in brighter color. And they said, Shiara, if you do that, you need to watch it every day. I think they were joking when they said that. They basically just wanted me to, like, get my watch's worth of it. But I took them very seriously. And I watched it every day for 3 months to the point of where I'm 99% sure my mom hid it after that because she was so sick of me singing Poor Unfortunate Souls.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, I memorized all of the songs. I believe at some point I tried to teach myself how to sing Poor Unfortunate Souls in French. I don't think I can do it very well, but I could probably do it if I really, really tried. Good song. Anyway, one of the biggest red flags on here. He's my favorite. I think he is, like, really high up there. If you like him also, that's a really big red flag. You should probably not talk to them. You should probably keep your distance, and you should be very, very cautious of anything they ever try to sell you.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, by the way, guys, I'm planning a merch drop soon. Okay. And going on, so this is like all the Little Mermaid themed houses. This is Jade Leach. He's based off of, I believe, Jetsam, which is one of Ursula's eels. Someone said it sounds like average elementary school girl. I was a fucking deranged ass child. I do not know how people kept up with me. It was probably because I was, like, really unmedicated, but. Anyway, Jade, he's also a really big red flag, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Huge red flag because he's got, like, a Sebastian McAllis kind of thing going on, I think. I think that's the best way to describe him. Very much, like, cool and collected, but also will absolutely cut your throat in a second. He's also very tall.
Yeah, oh my god, him and his brother are so tall. It's, like, scary.
197. That's 40 whole more centimeters than me. I would say, I mean, he's good. He doesn't actually have a lot of significance in the story, but the girls that like Jade, you guys really like him. I will give you that. I will give you that. He also has a lot of merch, which is really surprising. Like, when I was looking for Twisted merch when I went to Japan last year, I ran into a lot of his merch, Leona's merch, and, God, who else? I think I ran into a fair amount of Rook, which was really weird. He's coming up, though.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I mean, I looked at both, like, the shops and in the, like, hobby off, like, which are more like like, secondhand stores. Obviously, in the shops, you'll, like, find whatever you want, right? Every single character, more or less. And I went there for Azul stuff, but then when I was looking around at, like, hobby off and whatnot, I found a lot more of, like, those other characters, which I was really surprised about. I also found them in, like, bulk, meaning, like, my thought process on that is, like, somebody scanned them really hard for a really long time and then, like, one day just woke up and they had a revelation. They're like, shit, maybe I should not like them, and then they just donated their entire stash to, like, a hobby for this silly foreigner girl to go, huh, interesting. Moving on.
Interesting.
Yeah, big red flag. But you also probably really like twins. He's a twin.
Yeah.
So if you like him, you probably like his brother. Which is down here. Hello, Floyd. He's a certain archetype.
He's scary.
He's psychotic. Yeah, if you like him, I mean, honestly, you're not as big of a red flag as if you like Jade, because this whole thing is, like, yandere. If you like yanderes, you'll like him, okay? He's a little shit. He likes to, he calls you, I think in Japanese, didn't he call you koibi-chan? Calls you shrimpy. He gives everybody a name. Like, he calls everybody sea creatures, but ironically, it's all sea creatures that eels can eat. Like, I think he calls Riddle, like, goldfish.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of funny. I like that. I like that quirk about him. But, like, overall, scary guardfish. Big red flag. Not as big as his brother, but still pretty big, I think. I think you just
definitely.
I think you just want to be, like, squeezed to death. Or bitten. You probably are really into biting. I feel like I should do kink analysis with these boys, but maybe for another time. No, but okay. Don't judge me for this. Do not judge me for this, please. Please promise me you guys will not judge me for this. It's not gonna be that bad, but okay, recently I was really bored, but I wanted some noise on in the background while I was doing some work. So I was looking through a bunch of, like, old movies, and I found, like, the 2005 version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the one with Johnny Depp. First of all, I had a revelation that Willy Wonka in that film is basically the Western equivalent of Howl. Like, their behaviors are, like, parallel to each other.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, it was. And I was like, oh my god. Jeez. But the second thing is, like, you know, they go through all, like, the kids, like, are, like, going through the trials, right? And they're all, like, failing because they're all, like, you know, brats, and they all have, like, fatal flaws and stuff. But it occurred to me that each fatal flaw correlates with a very common sexual fetish. And I didn't like that.
What the fuck?
The first one is feederism. The second one is inflation. The third one... Okay, you know what? You guys get it. You get the idea. I didn't like that revelation. It just hit me out of nowhere. Also, the movie is really racist. I was very surprised how racist the movie was. But I'm speaking from the fact that, like, I'm South Asian, so I really didn't jive with that whole, like, Indian prince bit. I thought that was stupid as hell, okay? Because first of all, North Indians don't dress like that. I didn't like it. Moving on. That was redirecting back to the stream. It's a red flag.
Floyd, and then after is... After Floyd, red flag. So then next would be...
Next is Kalim. We're going to Scaravia, the smallest of the Dorns. Did I ever... Okay, he is a green flag. He is one of the top 3 green flags. He's a ray of sunshine. He is, like, innocent to a fault. He's not really mean. He's not really evil. He's supposed to represent the Sultan from Aladdin. So he's very, very, very wealthy, and he's very, very generous. But he's also very oblivious. In the game, even though he's technically the leader of his dorm, he's actually the only one that doesn't overblot. Technically, he's the only house leader, I think, that doesn't overblot. Which I think was really interesting. I like the direction they took with that. Anyway, I don't have much to say about him. He's a green flag.
Yeah, he's very cute.
He is very cute. I agree. Okay, here you go, Leah. Here you go. Jamil.
Hate this guy. Freaking red flag. I hate this guy.
He is definitely a red flag. Yeah. He's based off of Jafar. As someone asked about it earlier. Yeah, this is Jafar.
Yeah.
I like him. He plays basketball.
He plays basketball. He manipulates people for fun.
Mm-hmm.
He has a master. Okay, you know what? Anyways.
He has a really hot sister.
Yes.
He has a really hot sister. I think that's important to highlight.
He loves his sister too. It's so funny. He hates him.
I know, she schools him. I loved her. Najma is so funny. But anyway, him, yes.
Yeah.
I'd say He's a red flag.
I don't think there's any like, oh, he could be a green flag. This guy is like the most obvious red flag that I think you could ever see, because he seems nice in the beginning, but then when you get to know him and find out what is actually wrong with him, it's this guy. I say this all the time. I need to see this guy get tased. I mean, like, it happens. He does get tased in the story, which was like very gratifying for me. But I need this guy to be tased anytime that he makes like anytime he speaks. I need somebody to like jump out from behind a wall and just start beating him with a shovel.
I think Kalim is the only person that could get away with it. Because the thing is, like, he and his family, like, they serve Kalim's family. So he's very much that archetype of, like, oh, he's like that guy from The Princess and the Frog. The guy that what is the doctor's name? The one who
Isn't there like an actual character for that guy?
I mean, there is for the doctor for the doctor, yeah. But I meant the guy that he actually like tricks into betraying the prince in the movie. That's him. Except he doesn't need to be under hypnosis. He just straight up will do it. Yeah, Dr. Facilier. Facilier?
Yeah, I've never seen Princess and the Frog.
You know what? We'll watch it together. I like it. It's a good movie. I also really like Prince Naveen in that movie. I think you would like Prince Naveen too.
I'll trust you. We'll watch it.
Yes. All right. It's a date.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Hell
Vil.
Yeah.
Oh, Vil Schoenheit. Schoenheit? I don't know. I can't speak German.
My controversial take, I think Vil is a green flag.
I think Vil becomes a green flag. Maybe. Thing is, Vil is actually the one that got me into Twisted. Vil was the one that got me into Twisted Wonderland because I am a very big Snow White stan. I love Snow White. So when I saw Evil Queen, I was like, obviously. Turns out I like more fishy men than that, but he's beautiful, and I think like he's definitely one of those people that's like you think he's a major red flag, but he just has difficulty like being nice. He does things his own way. He sticks very true to his own ideals.
He's very caring to the point of being like overbearing and wants the best for people. And I feel like even though the method in which he shows that he cares is not always executed the best, like that mentality is there. He's also very Gatmoy.
He's also beefing with like a small boy from a rival school. Oh yeah, so to answer the person that said like, oh, they're good guys, like to add on to that. So all of these characters attend how the fuck did I forget it? Something Raven College. How did I forget the name of the college?
Royal Sword. The other one is Royal Sword.
Yeah, so there's like a compliment which is Royal Sword, and that's all like where the good guys go. Allegedly, supposedly. They're also on like the same island together. Night Raven. It's not Dark Raven, it was Night Raven. Dark Raven is Edgar Allan Poe. Is he the evil witch from Snow White? Yes, so he represents the evil queen. And yeah, he's very obsessed with beauty and achieving it, and there's like reasons for that. He has like some trauma as to why he does it, but like again, trauma's the baseline with all these guys. I think if you liked him before his chapter, probably more red flag, but like after his chapter, a little bit more green flag. And then going on, we have Epel. He represents the poison apple. I feel like I'm doing a presentation at this point. Doing a thesis on anime boys and what they represent in the human psyche.
Oh my gosh.
Again, I wrote 17 pages on how useless the Christian iconography was in Evangelion, and how Hideaki Anno was depressed as fuck when he did it. I think I passed. I mean, they let me graduate, so...
So you must have.
I must have. They didn't let me see my score. I had to send it off to some people in like Switzerland or whatever. I want to know what I want to know how they reacted when they read it. They probably gave up halfway. Oh, that's yeah. I did that. I did that to pass high school, and yes, I did get sent to Switzerland. Moving on, Epel Felmier. I can't speak French. Apple. He's a baby. But he probably would deck me in the face for saying that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like he's really beautiful and he's really very gorgeous, but he doesn't like it. He wants to be manlier. So he really looks up to like Jack and Leona, and he wants to be more like them. But alas, he's very gorgeous, and Vil keeps trying to like make him work on his beauty. And he just like refuses. He hates it. So that's where like the overbearingness comes in. He is from like a rural farm family, so he also like speaks with a very strong country accent, and I can appreciate that. I think. Oh yeah, he also likes carving apples.
Yeah, he's like good at a bunch of different like physical activity.
He's like all of like the stereotypical tough boy stuff, but in like a beautiful femboy body. That's his prison.
He's like molding all the time that he didn't get put into a different dorm.
And he also like Vil is just like constantly getting onto him about like needing to be more beautiful. I'm gonna be real. It's probably a red flag if you like him, because he's really self-depreciating, and so he's not gonna be somebody that would like be able to lift you up, because he himself has so many issues with his like self-esteem. I think he needs therapy or something. You need to get away from Vil, maybe. He needs to accept himself for who he is, but he's also like 16, so he has a chance. Regardless, my point still stands. Do I think he's a red flag? No, I just think he's kind of in the same boat as Ace. He's a boy. He is a boy. He will grow. He will learn. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
He is doing his best. That is all I got on him. Ah, Rook. He's something.
I love
He's something.
I love him and his ugly ass bob.
You know, the bob was a choice. I just think he's really funny because he's so over the top French. Like, they made his caricature, like they made a whole caricature out of him. But he's like a major stalker. He stalks Leona a lot.
He's also like a diehard idol OSHI.
He is. So regardless, red flag, huge red flag. He would enjoy hunting you for sport.
Yeah. He says like really out of pocket things, but I feel like it's really funny at the end of the day.
I agree. Like, he's hilarious. But like, if you really like him, like if you stan him, I'm going to wonder, like, I'm gonna wonder some things. There will be some thoughts I will have, and perhaps I will make a judgment. But probably not as bad as some of the other ones. I also think his bob, like, it took me a while to get used to his bob. I thought his bob was so jarring at first.
Yeah, but then you find out like how he got his, like, I don't know, after like learning his whole backstory, I was like, I actually like, I wouldn't say he's my favorite character, but I do really like him.
I think I mean, that's the thing with all the characters here. Like, I do appreciate them more after I get to learn more about their backstory and stuff. Except Leona, I don't. You just get over it.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think I like him because I also am somebody that is very obsessed with aesthetics and beauty. So we're one and the same there. Okay, I see a shiny thing and I go for it. That is why I started VTubing in the first place. I saw pretty models and I thought to myself, oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, What is the mixture of like red and green? It's like yucky brown. He's a yucky brown.
He's a brown flag.
He's a brown flag. He's a brown flag, and if you like him, you're also a brown. I think it again depends on like if you played his story yet or not. If you have, probably more green. But if you haven't, I would say probably a red flag, because that means you probably like being hunted or something. I don't know. Or you really like Willy Wonka, as someone said. Ah, Idia!
Man, I've never seen this guy before in my entire life.
Damn, Leah, he really looks like your type. Maybe you should look into him more.
Man, I've definitely never seen this guy in my entire life, and I definitely didn't post a picture of him on Twitter this morning with the essay attached to it. I would never do that.
No, of course not. You wouldn't. You're too mentally stable for that.
Yeah, I would never. This guy sucks. Red flag, red flag, red flag.
Oh, major red flag. He is like he's like 2 steps away from being an incel.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are like, don't joke about him being an incel. It's not funny, but he's like legitimately like a freaking Reddit poster.
Yeah,
he's like Star Wars.
He's a Reddit mod. Come on.
Yeah, he literally watches VTubers. Like, this guy is
100%.
The biggest red flag in the entire game.
He is somebody's top donator, 100%. Leah, you should probably check and see all your fans. Maybe he'll be in there. Who knows?
No, don't do this to me. On Twitter, please, please, please. I don't know. I think that like before you play through his chapter, you're like, wow, this guy is like kind of obnoxious and whiny. And then you play through his chapter and realize he's yandere and a brocon, and also has like so many mental problems.
He has so many issues. He has a lot going on. He has a lot. He's got the brocon. You're so, oh my god, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just finding out he's a brocon to the point of being like legitimately yandere and killing people because of like, was that necessary? Did we have to go that route with this guy?
I mean, yeah, and you know what? That's the thing. They gave him such a brutal like backstory, and they like gave him this really intense stuff, which, by the way, I can appreciate in a story. But where the fuck was that for the other ones? Leona's character story should have had the same amount of brutality, I think. Maybe.
I think the fact that Leona gets more development in Idia's chapter that he does in his own story is so funny.
I think it's hilarious.
Like 99% of the cast gets more development in Idia's story because Idia's only there for half of his own story because he's too busy spending the rest of his time being a yandere brocon and trying to kill people.
And staying in his room with his crusty ass body pillows that you know he has.
No, stop. He doesn't. He's not. Okay, he's an incel, but he's not like gross, right? Okay, well maybe he is gross.
He's a little gross. He's a little gross. He's a little gross. It's okay, Leah. You don't know him, so it's okay. I will not judge you. This is a safe space.
He's like red flag in the sense he uses gamer lingo in his everyday speech. Like, not to mention the fact that he never like comes out of his room, right? So the very few times that he does come out of his room, not only does this guy have like antisocial personality, right? But then you get talking to him and you realize he's a narcissist, but also like he's I don't know. I don't need to be told Rafflecopter to my face, you know?
He probably was at some point a Reddit, not a Reddit. He posts on Reddit now. He probably was a 4chan poster at some point. He was a VT user. He probably talked about his OSHI online and probably defended them.
He has that one card story where he legitimately doxes people for talking shit on his OSHI. I was reading that for the first time the other day, and I was appalled at what I was reading. I was like, there is no way this is like a real line of dialogue that he says in the game. I will dox you and make you regret the day you were born, while he's talking to people that were talking his OSHI. That doesn't happen. There's no way that's a real thing, but it is.
Oh, 100%. He would be the White Knight. 100%. And, he probably honestly really likes to talk. He has a probably really toxic OSHI, so...
His OSHI's a hag. His OSHI is a decrepit old hag that like does heavy metal music. Like I don't even know what's wrong with this guy. Like, why can't he like normal girls?
It's okay.
Oh, and he's like an eroge player too, right? He's like an eroge player to the point that he memorizes routes and is like, yeah, I'm a romance god. I can definitely raise up a girl. I'm like eroge.
And you were doubting if he had body pillows? Come on.
I know that I think about it. God,
He
I
probably
hate this guy.
he probably owns at least one maid dress too.
I don't want to know what he does in his free time. That's business.
Anyway, he's a loser. Red flag. Big fan. Big fan.
Big fan. Love this guy.
Love this guy. I
Cool.
think his hair is really cool. Also, I am a big fan of the color blue, despite my appearance. I do enjoy the color blue, so by that virtue alone. Also, his merch is really cool. He has really good merch.
Yeah, he does. That's crazy. I've never seen any of this cool merch of him that you talk about.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Maybe I should show you sometime. I heard that he has a ring. A really nice ring.
Oh, that's crazy. I totally. Oh, what? Oh, that's so crazy. I've never heard of that.
Alright, and then we have Ortho Shroud.
Red flag.
That's a baby. That is a fetus.
This motherfucker has killed people, and he will kill again. Absolutely not. He is a red flag.
Very big red flag. Also, he's too young. He looks too young. If you like him, but like as your OSHI, as your favorite, as your fronting character, I have some questions. I will look at you with raised eyebrows. Because if, you know what, Idia and Ortho are like a pair, right? If you like them together, okay, makes sense. This guy alone?
I like them. I think they have very, like, their stories are so interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I went through the whole game and I was like, man, I don't care about Ortho. He's a kid, you know, he could do no wrong, whatever. But then you play through literal actual video game hell and you're like, oh wow, this guy, I hate, like, half of me wants to beat Ortho with bricks, but the other half of me is like, that's my blood. I love him.
So there's like red and green inside of you.
Yeah.
I can see where you're coming from. He's just not really like my. I can appreciate his story for what it is. There are two flags inside of you. But I probably would join you in the beating him with bricks part. Muddy flag. Muddy closer to red because he's too baby for me. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of the 1,000-year-old loli trope. So sorry. I think that's weird. So I see him and I keep thinking baby. I know he's not, but it's in my head.
But it's definitely a thought that you think about.
It is a thought that crosses my head. Sometimes I like want to hold him in my hands, and sometimes I want to squish him really hard in my hands.
Yeah.
Think that's the best way to say it succinctly. Okay. Malleus. He grew on me so much. This guy is lonely. This guy doesn't know how to talk to people. This guy tries to rizz you up throughout the entire game. He's nobody talks to him because they're all afraid of him. I'm a big fan.
I love him, but I wouldn't say he's a green flag because he's like looking for someone to enable him.
What do you mean? He's wearing green. He is a walking green flag.
Is he though?
No, not at all. He's like, I don't know how else to say it, but he's kind of like a mix of like, you know, like innocent child, but also like innocent child that will kill you, probably, if you like make them upset. He has he has an whole entourage of people literally like enabling him. So, also he's not human. And so he has like a thing where he like addresses humans separately. So if you're a human, it's probably a red flag.
No, he likes humans.
He likes humans, but you see, it's like it's not necessarily like just him. It's like what comes with him.
Oh, yeah, you gotta deal with the other one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, that guy.
I think, you know, despite his appearance, he probably is red flag.
Yeah.
You know.
I love him, but he's a red flag. I'm sorry. I love you, Malleus, but
he grew on me. He grew on me, but that's because I think I was starting to really lose my mind for a while. So, you know, there was a correlation. I stopped liking Vil as much and Malleus started growing on me, so take that for what you will.
I want to get to the point where he starts growing on me, but I'm like holding myself back from continuing reading the story right now. And every day that I'm not reading chapter 7, I want to bash my head into a wall.
My favorite characters are the ones that you should not like. I think I've said that a couple times, but I hold that statement to very true. Oh, Lilia. Now this is an Oji-san. He's a grandpa.
Yeah, old as shit.
He's old. He's old ass man. This isn't the Oji-san I was talking about before, but like he's silly. He's a silly, goofy guy. But he also like is really hung up on his past lovers. You know, he's got a whole thing about that going on.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He's a MILF hunter.
Yeah, he's a MILF hunter. So I mean, if you're a MILF, oh my gosh, chat saying like your love of Dottore. Oh my god, I fucking love Dottore so much. Oh.
No. Okay, liking toxic men is a thing of the past. Okay, I like Ishigami Yu from Kaguya-sama now.
Oh my gosh. Trying to think, who is the most recent character that I like that isn't a red flag? I was gonna say Aqua Hoshino, but no, he's a big red flag. That guy is terrible.
Yeah, he's a red flag too, man.
Oh my goodness. Maybe the closest thing to a green flag that I like is like Nilviet from Genshin. I like him. I like Hydro Dragon. I like that guy. He's cute. He's nice. I want to hold him in my hands. Anyway, Lilia, if you like him, I mean, prior to learning his MILF hunting history and how he's like Malleus's dad and like is like hung up on his mom, probably a red flag. Because you probably aren't respecting yourself.
To people that ship Lilia and Malleus, and they're like, yeah, they're so perfect together. And I'm like, do we forget the fact that like Lilia gave birth to Malleus and Lilia was trying to get with Malleus's mom?
Yeah. The whole story was like, you know, like Malleus's mom acknowledged like his love for her, and yet she was still married. It's all really messed up. You know, typical royal family drama, you know? Okay. Silver. I like his backstory. I like his design. But he's very bland, I think, just in the story. But I know that's like what they're going for. He's a sleepy boy. He's very sleepy. If you like to sleep, he's like he's your best friend. He's like your nap buddy. But I will say, if you like him, I don't think it's a red flag necessarily. He's never done anything wrong.
He's like he's supposed to be like a knight, right? So he's very loyal, very protective, and like he's sleepy. But I think like lore reasons why he's sleepy and like how that ties into him being like this really good protective knight, like it was very endearing in the end. I still don't love him, but I find him very endearing.
Yes, I find him really endearing. Is he my favorite? No. But did I like that part? Did I like learning about that lore? Yes, I did. I liked it.
Yeah, I think he's a green flag just by like situation that he like doesn't really do much.
I mean, he's if we're in the same boat as like Leona and Idia, he is a green flag.
Oh, okay, yeah. If we're comparing him to like those two, then yeah, he's definitely a green flag.
I mean,
no
we're looking at like
contest.
the whole pool, right? So
Like,
I mean,
the bar is in hell, man. Like,
he's a self-hating Ponyo, and I stand by that statement.
and it was like
Oh
10,000
no, hang
words
on.
long.
I think there's a problem with the stream. Hang on.
Is everything okay?
I think my internet went out. Holy shit.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna BRB real quick. Okay. Okay, I think it's better now. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. Leah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, it's not breaking up anymore.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I have no idea what just happened there, but we're back. Back
Yay!
Yay! It was Seebeck. It's probably because he's the equivalent of like he's very racial purity oriented. I'm not gonna say the other stuff. I don't want a word, right? He's really, really focused on like, you know, the purity of like phase and, you know, damn humans, and there's allegory there, I'm telling you. Also, like, look at the way that he looks compared to the rest of the dorm. Look at him! Look at his hair! His dad is so sweet! His dad is so nice! And then he's like, fuck off, dad. Don't touch me. Tentatively, we're okay.
Tentatively, it's still buffering.
I think it's getting better. This is so sad. I wonder if it's a restream thing too, because I'm doing both YouTube and Twitter. Or Twitter. I do not want to stream on Twitter. YouTube and Twitch. Yes. He sure is something. Oh my fucking god. I see it dying again.